You want to be in this vlog with me? Great. Hi. Oh, I just kissed Miles, but you couldn't see him. He's down there. I just wanted to say thank you for all of your really thoughtful and sweet comments lately on the videos. It's been really validating and nice, and I forgot that YouTube could be a really nice community. So I want to thank you for being thoughtful and considerate in sharing. Okay. Well, today I am actually going to rebox something I opened last night. It was a gift from Abe. It was very expensive self-heating mug. It's an Ember Mug. Unfortunately, it did not work out very well for me. The mug is great, it's beautiful, it's very expensive, but I think it's like over $100. But it was a very thoughtful gift. You know, I always say that the best gifts are the ones somebody wouldn't buy for themselves, either because it feels extravagant, like really nice soaps, really nice candles, those sorts of things. I really appreciate it. This, Abe bought for me because I drink hot water after almost every meal, and he noticed that I would, you know, constantly get up to reheat it. And that's because I like my hot water very hot. So he got me this thinking, you know, it holds heat for up to 80 minutes. Should be great. Set it up. Was not expecting it to be like a whole app situation. Linked it with my smartphone and then discovered that the highest it would go, the highest temperature it would go at 145 was still not hot enough for me. It's like these tech companies don't want me to burn myself, and I want to. I want my temperature to be close to 200. For me, that's what my body likes. I think when I was first getting into the habit of drinking hot water, it was actually in 2012, right after my dad died. I went on tour with a punk band called Edie Sedgwick during, like, it was November, December. No, it was right after Thanksgiving. So I went and it was very, very cold. It was Germany, the Czech Republic. I feel like we did a day in Poland, but yeah, I still actually have the videos for that. Maybe I'll link them below so you can see a little bit. But each night was an adventure. Sometimes we had no idea where we were sleeping. We were wearing the same clothes every day. It was not something I would do again, ever, but at the time it was important for me. And actually, the photo that is often seen in my office, I'll show you, I'll flip around so you can see. That photo is of me when I was on tour. Yeah. So anyway, maybe I'll put you down here so you can see Miles. Oh God, so cute. You are just the cutest, mister. So anyway, yeah, that's when I started to, I'm blocking your face, I'm sorry. So anyway, the habit of drinking hot water started on that tour because I don't drink alcohol, and after the show would be done, people would be drinking. It was so cold. Often it would be too early to go to bed, and usually the band was selling merch at the merch table, like t-shirts and stuff. And I wasn't an official member of the band. I was just filling in last minute. It was after my father had died, and I was just searching for some kind of out-of-body experience, and this definitely put me out of it. So anyway, that's when I started drinking hot water, because in Germany and the Czech Republic, they did not have herbal teas. And so I didn't want to be staying up even later, so I just started drinking hot water. And it did such a great job of warming me up. And, you know, I would drink it like right after it finished boiling, which is why I like it really, really hot. That's the story of why I like drinking hot water. Sometimes when I order hot water in a restaurant, or when my friends see me drinking hot water, they're like, oh, you're so Chinese. But I'm like, wait a second, huh? I learned to drink hot water while I was on tour with a punk band in Germany. But okay. Anyway, I'm gonna put this back in its box and return it because Abe gave it to me early saying, you might not like this. And you know what? He was right and he was also wrong. Because I did love it. I love the idea of it. I loved the sentiment behind it. But ultimately, it's just not hot enough for me. But I will show you this. This is the perfect mug. This is an East Fork mug. In fact, I believe this mug had its own hashtag, TheMug. And it is perfect. I have 3 of them. Also not cheap. I feel like this mug is in the $30 or $40 range, which feels a little excessive for a cup, but it's worth every penny. I've had them forever, and they are so durable, and they retain heat quite nicely. And the main thing about it is that like the lip is nice and thick, so it just feels good when you put it against your mouth. It just feels like a sturdy freaking mug. It's the best. Highly, highly, highly recommend this. Takes a while for them to ship, and I believe they recently had some natural disasters that affected their production, but love this company, love all the stuff they make. In fact, I own a lot of their plates and bowls also. I'm gonna put this back. You stay there. By the way, anyone go to George school? I didn't. Abe went to George school. It's a Quaker school, but he's not Quaker. I wonder if I have to reset this before I put it back in, since I did pair it with mine. Okay, yeah, basically what I do is I press and hold the bottom of the mug for 15 seconds. And then it will cycle through colors, blue, yellow, and red, indicating a reset is occurring once the light turns back to white. It's doing it, as you can see maybe. The cool thing about this was that you could set the color that you wanted. I chose pink, but it is a shame they won't let me burn my tongue. Once it turns back to white, release the button, the mug is reset. I feel like I've been stuck on red for a while. Is that white or is that blue? Looks blue to me, but I'm gonna release the power button. Okay, I'm gonna assume that did it. I don't know. All right, gotta figure out how to put this back in its box. Okay, well that's done. I will return it to the store. I'm trying to think of other products, gadgets that I've gotten that have been disappointing, that haven't worked out. Actually, I had gotten one of those fancy Smeg kettles that look really pretty on the counter, and I think I had to return it for the same exact reason, was that it would not heat up hot enough for me. Again, everyone's just trying to protect us from burning ourselves, and I don't want to be protected, I guess. The other thing that did not work out for me that I was really excited about, that I thought was going to be life-changing, was this iron called the Nori iron. It was like supposed to kind of be like a like what a flat iron does for your hair, but for shirts. And I thought, oh, this is great. I never have to take out an ironing board. I can just make a crisp ironing motion and clamp down on my shirt and go down. But it didn't do that. It did not make it crisp. It just felt like what would happen when I steamed a shirt. And it was way too expensive to be worth what a steamer would do. In fact, I have a steamer I love, and I will link the video of it down below. Yeah, though those are the 2 things that I can think of that didn't work out. But are there any things that you've been excited to try that ultimately weren't worth it? I feel like for the most part, things that I've been excited about have been worth it. I love my Dyson vacuum. Although I will say I didn't use the Dyson Airwrap, but I did try the Shark Airwrap, the like lower cost version of like that hair dryer and wrap thing. And I know that there's like a learning curve to it, but it just, I feel really silly trying to wrap my hair around this thing. It did not work out for me. So yeah, otherwise, for the most part, gadgets are great. I'm a real gadget lover. Okay, well, I think that is the end of this very random video. We talked about mugs, we talked about punk rock music, and we talked about ironing shirts and curling your hair. So yeah,